the fuck is good, y'all? My elbows is ashy as hell, but who really gives a fuck? So I'm just doing a video because just in case this might help somebody else, I'm working on a path to being a better Markel, of course. This is only my second video. I feel like the first one was real like blah, like general shit, so I'm gonna just like be more open and vulnerable and just let y'all know what's going on. Basically, a lot of people didn't know that I was depressed. I was going through a lot with my ex. We were really like in a bad space. It was really affecting me. How I would describe our relationship is honestly like two people that would love for something to work, but it's just not working. And I think our differences allowed us to continue to keep growing apart. And I was upset. They probably logged out of the relationship a little bit before I did. I was really invested. Here's the thing, like, let me say this. What you see is what you get. Like, I'm putting everything on display for you. I'm just being 100% open. I feel like that was something we didn't have in common. Like, we were open with each other, but I definitely was a little bit more open. It really like took a toll on me because we were not speaking at a certain point and I wanted to hear from them so badly. Like, it was affecting me. I was really having a hard time getting out of the bed. Like, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go to work. All I wanted to do was talk to them. And we were not on good terms, but I was still reaching out anyway. I now see that it was making things worse because you do need space in a relationship to think about things alone, and then you could come back and be like, oh, I see why this person was acting the way that they were acting, or I could see where they're coming from. I know I was very aggressive, and it probably just came to a point where they're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. They didn't want to talk to anybody. My friends would try to get me to go out, and I would go out, but then I would go home and be upset all over again because the situation was just so heavy on my mind. It was a lot of good times, memories that I think about, and I'm happy that we were able to experience those, but there was bad times as well, and bad times obviously outweighed the good. And I don't really know how they feel about me right now. They probably don't ever want to talk to me again. I think it just became too much. We clashed so much because of that. I would have loved for it to work out. Who wouldn't have wanted their relationship to, like, you know, be gravy, be Gucci, not have issues? Shit really happened, like, but it really affected me because this is somebody that I really did care for. That shit hurt. But we just saw things two completely different ways. That's what I'm just gonna keep saying. Understand things a little bit more, understand my behavior, understand how I could have moved different in the situation. So when I finally do get into another situation, I know how I wanna handle it, or I know what type of person I wanna be with. Public fucking service announcement. I'm looking directly in the camera. I am not looking for a relationship right now. I'm still hurting over my ex. Some people will just try to talk to you right away. Like, give me a chance to heal. And another thing, I would never like jump into relationships right after I've dealt with somebody. I'm just not ready to look for anything right now. I haven't been in that many relationships. And when I'm in my relationships, I take them very, very seriously. And I don't like to just jump right out of shit and jump into other shit because I feel like you need time to heal. All the negative behaviors that came from my point, like from me, out of frustrations from other things I was dealing with, really take acknowledgement of those. I just know I don't want to feel like that no more. Like, I don't want to go into another situation feeling like that. I have to do all of that because you could act crazy for a person that may not make them feel any different about you. I wanted to dwell in my situation and just be upset and be hurt, but that wasn't going to get me anywhere. I got physical with them, which I really do regret because you don't put your hands on people you love. That's something I really do regret. My advice to you guys is fight for your relationship, but you also got to know when to walk away. Like, you guys can want it, but if you guys just don't see eye to eye, maybe the thing to do is walk away And if y'all meant for each other, y'all would bounce back. So I was already dealing with that. Then I was involved in a car accident. That shit was really bad. It's really traumatizing. And I feel like a lot of people were not sympathetic to my situation, in all honesty. Like, some people said to me, oh, people have gotten in worse accidents. Thank God you're alive. You know, the whole 9 yards, which is very true. Like, people their car flips around. People get stuck in cars, get stuck in windshields. People don't even make it out alive. So I'm very grateful for that. But I don't feel like that should be taken away from what I endured. Like, I was in so much pain. I still am in a lot of pain. Whatever you're doing on your phone can honestly wait. If you're trying to change a song, if you can't do it on your screen, don't. Even then, like, that's risky too with the whole Bluetooth thing. If you have to look down on your phone to change the song, maybe you should wait, or maybe you should have a playlist that's already made so you don't have to do that. Make sure you're paying attention to the road, motherfuckers, because other people's lives are in your motherfucking hands. Like, seriously. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I haven't looked down on my phone too, but just being in the situation makes you look at it completely different. It's not anything to play with. And I can only imagine how the other person involved in the accident feels, but I'm really scared to drive sometimes. I really just replay the scene back over in my head again and again and again. It's not a moment I would want anybody to experience, because it really sucks and it really just stays heavy on your mind. My mental is really just like in so many different places. I'm already naturally an overthinker, so I feel like this situation is just like adding on top of the bullshit, for real. A lot of people didn't know that I was feeling the way that I was feeling, because I'm not the type of person that wants to kind of give my problems to other people. Make sure you have somebody to talk to. Make sure you have somebody you could vent to. Just because I feel like I'm that friend that everybody vents to, but I need to work on learning how to vent to them, or even professional help if you need it. I was actually mentally evaluated because of a situation with my ex, and that really took a toll on me. Just another situation, but I'm not really going to get into the details of that. I feel like with the accident though, it was God's way of like telling me, you better get a grip on your life, kid. Memories play back in my head, life events playing back in my head while I was in my accident. It felt so long, like we were hit so hard, but it felt like the car like moved forward forever. Slow motion. Like, I feel like everything that I cared about was flashing before me. I was so scared. I had my best friend in the car with me, so obviously I'm concerned about her too. Shit just really opened my eyes. But if God didn't want me here no more, that accident would have took me out. I feel like this is the new year. It's time for new experiences, new growth, new behavior. That was another chance for me to really appreciate what I have, why I'm here, find my purpose. I know every day is not gonna be peaches and cream. Don't hold anything in, y'all. Anybody that wants to be around is going to be around. If they aren't around, that's okay too. You gotta just move on. Make sure your mental is in a good space. Make sure y'all bitches like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate you for watching. Have a blessed day. Yeah. See y'all motherfuckers next video.